I'd like to preface this video by saying that it is a bit longer. I know I usually try and save your guys' time, and in this case, I am doing that, but it's just a really in-depth process in installing the autominer. So just make sure that if you want to skip around, timestamps will be in the description, and enjoy the video. Today I want to talk about the way that I go about mining and farming resources on Fortuna, Deimos, eidolon, anything like that. First things first is the autominer that I use, which basically means I press one button and it automatically gets the highest amount of loot that it can. So it'll skip the first part and go immediately to the bonus, and then you go to another one. Even if it's moving, it'll automatically get the correct one. And then I'll also be going over my Xaku box breaker build today, which will be, well, it looks exactly like this. Press 4. And then press 4, and then press 1. And it just picks everything up for you. So you can basically just run around the whole map, just picking up all these resources. And then again, if you ever need to mine, you just come over here, press your bind. For me, it's caps lock, and it'll just auto mine for you. This is a macro, so use it at your own risk. I haven't been banned for it. I've been using it for a long time. But again, any macros, just use it at your own risk. So let's go ahead and hop into the builds. First things first, we're going to head to Fortuna and fast travel to Smokefinger, who handles mining, and we're going to purchase the sunpoint plasma drill, as well as its accompanying widgets, which will make it easier to mine. Now, the sunpoint plasma drill is probably the best one to use. It's better than the advanced no SAM cutter, and it's a lot cheaper. So go ahead and get that one, and then from there, let's set up the autominer. Now, this program does not belong to me. It's actually from SpawnNova on YouTube. I'll go ahead and link this exact video in the description because it actually is a pretty in-depth guide on how to install it. I'll run through the installation pretty quick, but please make sure you send some love over to SpawnNova because this was definitely one of the best things I've ever found for Warframe. First things first, we're going to go ahead and install Autohotkey. So just go to autohotkey.com, press download. Not a scam, don't worry, I got you. And then we're going to go to the link in his description as well as my description. And basically all you got to do is it'll put you here. All you got to do is click this and click code, download a zip file, and then you're going to toss that zip file onto your desktop. So once we have it installed, we're going to double click on the folder. Let me drag it down real quick. Double click on the folder, then we're going to go to examples, and then double click Warframe autominer.ahk. That should open it up. And make it run. This will not work again without Autohotkey, so make sure it's installed. And then once we're editing it, we're going to right click, edit script. Now these numbers are what's going to matter because these are all based on your monitor, your desktop. And so I'll go ahead and play a clip of how you actually set the values correctly.
You need to find a node in game, and you need to get ready to press print screen. So hold down left click, press print screen. I will use paint instead because I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna have paint. So I'm going to paste that in, and I need to now zoom in to the center region here, and that's good. And in the top left here, you want to select the region, and you want to try and select this middle pixel on your reticle, and in the bottom left, you'll see the X and Y position there. You want to memorize that and write that down. So that's 1278.729. So 1278.729 and 729. So that's half of the variables done. The other ones are very easy to get. And you just, from that middle pixel, or the middle of the reticle, sorry, drag all the way over until you're in the middle of these two notches right here. And then just let go. In the bottom left, you'll see a number here, two numbers. The left one is the width. That's all we care about, is that 199. So I'm going to come to here, and on length outer, I'm going to set that to 199 because that's the width of this. And then last but not least is the length mid here, which you want to have about this far away. Essentially what it is, it's getting these pixels right here. So you don't want it to go this far. You want it to be in the middle of these 2 points right here. It doesn't need to be perfect. So about right here should be fine. And that's 172. So I'll put that in for length mid, and that's it. This will now work on 2K.
One thing I had an issue with was finding the right key to use. I actually switched mine to caps lock. You would be changing these values right here, and I will link the Autohotkey keyless names in the description, so this link will be in the bottom. And basically all you got to do is, once you're done changing all this, Control S to save, and then close it out, and then just make sure you go back, double click, and re-exec the application, and then from there you should be good to go. For a full rundown of the program and how it works, please reference this video. SpawnNova actually goes into in depth for what every single line of the code does, and he explains it pretty well. So again, if you have any issues, please go to this video. Link is in the description. All credit goes to this man. He is amazing. Yeah. Now, one thing I really like about the build that I made for box breaking is that it actually uses the same forma layout as the AFK steel path build that I made. So instead of building for strength, we actually are building for range and efficiency to make xaku's 4 and 1 spammable, and we are helmeting Mag's pull, as well as using the augment greedy pull in order to pull all the loot towards us, so we don't need to switch to Arcwing and use Itzal's 3 to pull all the loot in. Now, because of the recent buff to Equilibrium, you can actually swap out this rank 2 streamline for Equilibrium to get more energy using health, but because open world boxes drop so much energy, you should be fine. Honestly, I just toss Arcane Energize and Nullifier here just to be safe, so you don't really need it. Now, preparation will allow you to start with full energy, and then Brief Respite means that you can not care about enemies and just keep spamming your abilities and running through the mission. So I'll go ahead and show you it in action. But the things you want to watch out for are going to be looking in your upper left on the minimap. When you see things like this, you go ahead and press 4, and then press 1, pull everything in. And then you just get into the air again, fly around. Once you see loot in your vicinity, you press your 4, press your 1, and just pull everything in. And then, for example, this is a good spot too because of these little boxes right here. So press a 4, and press 1, and you basically go around the entire map doing that. So another thing that's really helpful is using lock pins, which if you just go to Google and type in LOCPIN Warframe, chances are it'll show where to get the blueprints and stuff, but I believe it's in the dojo. And if you get them, you can actually put little location markers in order to indicate kind of a path to go, or like different bases to box break or get to. So these are also really helpful for things like Profit Taker or Eidolon spawns and other things like that. So make sure you take advantage of these too. And once we're done with all the box breaking, you can see we actually got pretty good loot, even though it was only in for like 4 minutes. But that's pretty much it. So good luck with your farming and have a good rest of your day.